All right, y'all. We're back with another video. So these people talking about how red pill content ruined their life or their relationship. All right. I want to know how. What is even red pill? I don't even know what that. Red pill, blue pill. What is it? Matrix? Let's get into the video though. We're gonna learn together.
Would you rather marry a guy who is rich, buys you a ton of fancy shit, but cheats on you? Or marry a broke dude who can't buy you shit and he doesn't cheat?
I'm gonna say the first guy. And here's why.
This is why the red pill community exists.
Yo, okay, you know the guy who asked the question, didn't you have a baby with a porn star? I don't know what to say to this shit, yo. That was a quick video. I mean, yo, you know what? If that's what she wants, then that's what she wants, right? You know what I mean? You can't really like tell people like what to like and what not to like, what to want, what not to want, you know? Next video, man. I don't know what much to say.
I was with my best friend from 19 to 20.
Oh, this is gonna be a good one. I can tell already. This is a little bit longer video, so you know what I mean. I like to have some content to provide because if the man just, you know, that was a stupid video. I don't even know why I did that, but like I told you, I don't watch my videos. I do it right in front of you, man. This is the first time we do it together.
26 years old. That dude was my fucking everything, okay? This is the story that he would tell everybody when they would ask what kind of person I am. We've been together for like 2.5 years at this point, maybe 2 years, and he had gotten signed to Universal Music, an amazing producer, artist, fantastic. And he was living in Vegas, and I showed up at his place in Vegas for the first time since he had moved there. And this man was sleeping on a blow-up mattress. And I was like, there was no way that the man that I love is going to sleep on a blow-up mattress. I had no job at this point. I had just moved to the US, was getting my green card. I couldn't work. With the little money that I did have, I went and I bought him a mattress and put it in the back of my Passat, okay? And then proceeded to carry that mattress up 3 flights of stairs at like 9 o'clock in the
Why didn't you call him to come down and help you with the mattress?
morning in the scorching Vegas heat. Walk in there, I'm like panting, sweating, dying, because that's what you do when you love somebody.
Yeah, but did you talk to him about this shit? Like, yo, why don't you have a mattress? Like, maybe he got different plans. Maybe he don't want to stay at that place for long, you know? Don't just, I mean, I would hate if my girl just shows up with the fucking a bed set and a fucking couch. Not saying that I need, but I'm just saying I already have all that. But you know, one like in the beginning when I moved into this apartment, I didn't have nothing. You know, I had a futon and a flat screen, but now we're good. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
That's the kind of person that I am.
But yeah, if somebody fucking showed up on my fucking door, I'd be like, "What are you doing? I didn't ask you for this shit. No, I take this back."
Am in a relationship. I will give 100% of myself and the last bit of energy that I have because I love you. That is what a woman does. Yeah, we can talk about how I cooked and cleaned for him and helped him with his business and helped him become a fucking millionaire, and now he lives in a nice penthouse fucking apartment in Vancouver. I don't need to talk about that because I know what kind of woman I am when I show up in a relationship. You want to know I ruined that relationship? We were long distance for a period of time. I went during the pandemic and I was staying with him in Vancouver, and something changed. And you want to know what changed? He started watching podcasts like Fresh and Fit. He started listening to content about MGTOW, and that man changed. And I would sit across from him and not understand the person that I was seeing. I felt like I was waking up to somebody that I did not know. I am qualified to talk about this shit.
I don't think it was just a podcast, yo. I think it was also, you know, the money went up. You know what I'm saying? His options started to open up. He probably didn't take you serious. You know, like you were just, you know, like there in the process of everything. You know, it is what it is. Like you said, that you helped him become. I mean, how did you help him? I mean, I want her to break it down a little bit more. How did you help him become a millionaire? By buying a mattress, or what else did you do? You should have, you know. Anyways, man, the thing is, right? A lot of these men is gonna be with you because you're just there, you know what I mean, at the time of the process that they're like building. but they need something. They need somebody to keep them company, have sex with, and do shit for them. Clean. He don't want to clean his apartment. I'm pretty sure. Any man would be like, yo, you know what? I rather have somebody else clean my shit than. So you were just pretty much a maid. That's how he looked at you. Uh, and then once he got the money, he's like, hell no, I got options now. And yeah, but that's the thing. Sometimes you don't know if the man looking at you like if you are the one. You gotta figure it out on your own. I was gonna say fucking listen to your third eye, but I don't know if that's true or not. But yo, though, I don't know, man. Some men out here probably spitting some game. They can tell you a whole story and have your mind all fucked up and shit, and then when it's time to do actually the shit, they ain't gonna do nothing. They gonna bounce. Maybe that's what happened with her.
I am qualified to understand the repercussions that red pill content have on men, because the person that I wanted to spend my life with, the person I was in love with, the person I wanted to fucking marry,
person you wanted to marry. You see what I'm saying? He never said that I want to marry you.
changed overnight.
Yo, listen, you know what? I feel like money changes a lot of people, especially, nah. Like, I've heard some story with men, right? Like, they were broke, and then they had a wife and a kid, and then, they fucking, like, blew up, as in, like, got a lot of money, got a lot of fame. Let's just use the example again for the basketball players. And then ended up cheating on their wives, right? So at that time, maybe what I'm saying, you were the best option that they could do. But once they touch that level of success, fame, yo, then the options are, what I'm saying, unlimited. So the the type of woman that they really wanted at that time when they didn't have nothing, now they have access to that 24/7. So what they gonna do? Tell me, man, what you think? As a man, you know that you're gonna test out your options, right? That's just how it is.
Because of the content like that. And I see now the men who do watch that content. I hear the things that they say because I would listen to it. I actually started consuming that content because I wanted to understand what happened. To all the men who asked me that question, there's your
Ain't no way that man ain't got no money and shit, and he gonna be, what I'm saying, doing everything that the content is telling him to do, because you can't. Nah, you can't have that mindset unless your bank account looking crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't seen those numbers in your bank account before. Yo, when I'm riding around with, like, my bank account looking nice, yo, I'm a different person. I know how that feels. And I know how I am when I have maybe $20 in my fucking bank account only, and I don't know how I'm gonna figure it out. But yo, when you have that's why a lot of these men be walking around with stacks, because they never had shit, and then it makes them feel confident, and it makes them feel like superhero almost. And I know that feeling. Like I said, walking around with $5,000-6,000 in cash, yo, man, my walk is different, my talk is different. Shit, like, I'm opening doors for people and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in a really, like, happy mood, and my confidence next level and shit like that. So I'm not saying I'm confident right now, but yo, when I have like eight, you know what I'm saying, like, let's just say 5 grand, whatever, cash on me or more, man, shit's different. I feel like the ladies start to look at me a little bit more than usual. I don't know, man. If you're a man and you experienced this before, please tell me, man. Yeah. It's okay, man. You don't have to come out here and make a video about this shit. You can just go find somebody who Yeah, you know, this is what life is about. You live and you learn, and I hope she learned. But yeah, man, that's my take on this shit. I'm gonna catch you guys in another video, man. Peace.